Good morning, everybody. In this episode we are going to get on our new project here. It is a Manco Intruder 2. It has a Subaru 7 horsepower 211, and I picked it up for cheap, 300 bucks. I think it's a steal for what it is. It's big enough to fit an adult and a child or two kids, and it's got front and rear suspension, so that's a plus. And we're gonna see if we can get it running. But first, it's got 4 flat tires. It was sitting on the trailer with 4 flat tires, so we're gonna use the bus, since we don't have our shop yet, to pump up the tires because it's got an air tank on it. Alright, so all the tires took air. This one is the worst of them all, and I can hear it leaking. So I don't know how far we're going to get on that one, but let's take it over to our new shop and let's put it in there. Alright, so we got our go-kart in here, but it's getting late and I've been at this all day doing other stuff, getting this little shop set up. You guys saw that on the previous episode. So I'm going to come back another day, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I don't know, and we'll get working on this thing, seeing what it's going to take to get this thing back running and riding. I know it needs tires really bad, so that's definitely on the list. The ones in the front well, they're all dry rotted. This one over here, the last one that we got pumped up, has got some really bad dry rot spots. The rears actually were in really good shape, other than being dry rotted, which sucks. So yeah, that one's already flat. This one's still holding there. So we'll definitely get some tires coming, but to start with, we're just gonna get this thing running and riding. And but like I said, we're gonna do that another day, because I'm really hot and tired. So we'll see you guys in a second. It's gonna be another day for me though. Good morning, everybody. We are back on the Manco Intruder 2 go-kart project. You saw me air up the tires, bring it over here with the forklift, and that's as far as we got. The tires are pretty much all already flat. They're so dry rotted that the air just leaks right out of them. So, but we're just gonna focus on getting this thing running. Because obviously it's not going to move unless we get it running. I got tires on order, so hopefully those come in pretty soon. But let's go ahead and address the engine. So I don't know how long this thing's been sitting. Definitely years at this point, but it could be a lot of years, could be a couple of years. But so far, you know, the one thing I've done is I've pulled it over and the engine's free. So that's, you know, step one. We have a free engine. So step two, I think, should be check the oil. I have not checked the oil on this thing. And we got lots of black stuff in there. So we got that. So what does the gas tank look like inside? Still got the strainer in there, that's good. And we get the strainer out. do not have any fuel. That's a negative. Okay, gas tank is clean. I'm gonna have to get fuel. But the next thing we need to do, let's pull the air filter off. See what's going on there. And then also pull the spark plug, I think it's gonna be. Whoa, yeah. That's a good thing we're pulling that off. Look, we got a wasp's nest in there, an old one. Okay, so we'll get that out of there. Air filter is very, very dirty. But positive is that there is one in there. But it's really, really dirty, and in fact, it's just falling apart. And it's a good thing we pulled that off, because that would just fall apart and go into the engine. So we got to get a new filter element for that. Put that on the list. So if you guys didn't know, we are working in my dirt shop right now. On the last video, we basically set this up, and if you don't know, we're gonna have a shop built. This is just like temporary. But anyways, let's continue on here. Let's see. Let's pull the spark plug. All right, spark plug. Gap looks good. BR6HS. That's pretty similar to the ones that go in the Predators. If you guys haven't seen this, this is my, I have this really old grinder here with this really kind of soft wire wheel on it, and it doesn't spin very fast. So I like to use this one to clean up spark plugs, because it's not very powerful. You don't want to put a ton of pressure. Just kind of clean all the grip off. Alright, so we got that. Let's see if we can see some spark in this thing. That's what we're really wondering about here. Oh yeah, we got spark. Ooh, we're also cleaning out the cylinder at this time. There's some junk flying out of there, probably from the air filter. But yeah, we got a good spark. So let's go ahead, reinstall the spark plug, and then see if we can get it to fire with some flammable brake clean. There you go. Alright, engine runs. Whew! Alright, so now we need to sort out an air filter for that air box. What else? We need to get fuel in it, and we need to make it run off of its own fuel. The carburetor could still be clogged up, but it runs off of the starting fluid, which means the engine itself is good. There's a good chance that we'll have to take the carburetor apart, but we'll see. We need to get some fuel. Alright, let's put some gas in this thing. Alright, let's see. Let's pull it, see what happens. Oh, the cable, throttle cable is not free. So we're gonna have to work on freeing up the throttle cable, but it runs pretty good. That chain is pretty horrendous. It's kind of freeing up. It's got just got like one spot that's really rough. So we'll see if we can find some chain for it, but it's getting way better. There it goes. Just freed up. See what happens when we pull it back through. See if we can free it up again. Oh yeah, I think we got a working throttle now. I bet it idles now. Let's see what it does. Switch. Alright, well it turns out our throttle cable broke. When it loosened up, it just basically broke. So we need a new throttle cable, we need tires, we need air filter, we need, what else? The brakes don't seem to be doing anything. So we gotta look into that and see what's going on there. But right now we got no brakes, we got no throttle, but the engine runs, and it's all pretty good. It's good stuff. But for now, I want to get this cage tightened back up. Somebody took this off at some point and never really tightened it back up. And then they have these cool fog lights. They look like a factory deal because they got this bracket that attaches to the roll cage, so I want to get that back on there. Yep, on both of these. And then I don't know if it must have some charging cables, some charging capability on the engine to run those. So let's go ahead and get those hooked back up. You know, get the cage tightened down, get that hooked back up, and then we're just going to be just waiting for parts at that point. So yeah, we'll put those back on, and then I don't know if they work, but we could probably test it out and see. But let's get the cage tightened up, get those back on, and then we're just waiting for parts at that point. Alright, so I went ahead and pulled the brake caliper apart, and this shoe I think is supposed to be floating in here so it can move in and out, and it's just totally seized up. So we just got to whack this around, get that out of there, get all of this freed up, and our brake should work just fine. Alright, I want to show you guys what I did. I just took each individual piece and hit it on the wire wheel just to clean it up, you know, where I could, and then I took a wire brush in here and cleaned this all out. So each piece had some corrosion on it, which was causing problems. But so this piece goes in here. Oh, not like that though. It goes round side out, flat side, like this. And then you have this plate here, and you can see which way that went because it's got the mark from that on there, just like that. And then this is the actual disc here, or the friction material, and then that goes in there like that, and then that should allow it to move freely. So but this, and then this right here is your adjuster, so this goes on the back, basically pushes the arm. So now when you actuate the brake, you actually get the pad pushing out. See, so you got the pad in there. Let's give it a little bit more room to go in. Okay, and then when you pull on the lever, it pushes it out. just like that. So that's all back together. That should function pretty good. I almost want to put some, everything fits in there really good. Like this piece, no problem. I want to put a little bit of lube basically behind here so that this pin is lubed and this plate is somewhat lubed so it doesn't get stuck in there. But I gotta find some fluids to do that. But that's pretty much it. You do that, put it back together, and you're good to go. Alright, well that's gonna be it for this video. This is just a little sneak peek of what's coming up on the next video. We had to get parts ordered for this, and we got them, so we're gonna be putting it back together in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like button for me, hit the subscribe, hit the bell if you want to get notified of new videos coming out from DJ's Hot Rod and Fab. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.